Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. It's Scooby-Doo Tuesday, guys. You know what that means? Of course it means we're here continuing the journey of Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. This is Season 2, Episode 11 of the show, The Midnight Zone. I'm not sure what that means, The Midnight Zone, but I'm excited regardless to get into this episode. You guys were hyping up saying, wait for next week's episode, wait for next week's episode. So I'm like, okay, we'll see what happens, So last week's episode was pretty interesting in regards to the gang being stranded, if you will, and they had to happenstance, so going on this like skiing resort or whatever, they had to go to this haunted mansion or whatever. It's not haunted, but you get my point, because we see this family in the opening of the episode get scared away or whatever, and we find out there's this thing called Terrorwood or something that's being burned in the house, so they're all seeing stuff, and it was really crazy. And then Shaggy started making out with Daphne because Daphne thought that was Fred, and there's a lot of stuff, but that was a weird moment. But there were some interesting little tidbits in regards to they find this tome at the end of the episode, this big book that's referring to the person who created the disc pieces that they've been searching for. And then earlier we see these pictures of what seems like different Mystery Incorporated groups or whatever. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I think that's what that is, right? Like all those pictures, and there was like references to like 4 people and animal companions, so it like matches up the Mystery Inc. kind of, you know, group, and that's what the previous group was in terms of Professor Pericles and 4 individuals. So and so many guys were commenting saying, well, you were saying 2 guys and 2 girls and then an animal, but there was like, you know, a picture of, it looked like 4 guys and some, I think it was like I forget what the animal was, but there was that. So like, okay, so it's just 4 individuals and an animal. So I don't know, but I'm like, what the fuck is going on? but they're really diving into the overarching mystery. And then at the end of the episode, we had Angel Dynamite Cassidy. Is it Cassidy? Yeah, I think. And she was saying, and she's putting up the picture of that family that like their mansion crumbled under the earth or whatever, and the one boy was obsessed with one of the pieces of the disc, and it's referring to that they were also another mystery group as well, because they had 4 people. They were a family and a pet. And so it's like, okay, so they were a part of this too. And she's like saying, Velma, you know, it's been happening before. You just got to figure out why it keeps happening. It's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but I'm excited. I'm loving this show so much. So let's dive into now. I've been wasting too much time in this intro. Anyways, it's been a long day. Here we go. The Midnight Zone. Let's go.
That's why I'm here to tell you the truth. There aren't any real ghosts in Crystal Cove. Give me time, and I will tell you everything I know about Crystal Cove.
Give you time, just do it now.
Blow your mind.
Holy shit.
You can come in my house and...
Oh my god, this is a crazy opening.
Do you know what caused the explosion?
It's crazy. A robot.
Faulty wiring.
You're not even going to investigate?
Faulty wiring is a win-win situation.
It's not. They just like they should be writing together like that. It's just obvious.
We heard about the explosion.
Hit the dirt!
Oh!
Start with why there's a World War II era robot on the ground.
We can't talk here. I've been attacked by 6 robots. It started last week and
6?
it's getting worse.
Oh shit, that keeps happening, okay.
The story with you and Mr. E. Why did you help him?
It's, complicated.
This is a Lassiter Gringle mollusk.
From the ocean?
Picky mollusk diet restricts it.
What the fuck? Who did that? Okay.
Like little dudes, why are you talking so loud?
Why are you talking so loud?
Our ears are probably clogged. We do anything for our favorite babysitter, except give up pie.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
You're not the only Scoob. Scooby-Dooby too?
Yeah, Scooby-Doo too.
Those are your deep-sea diving experts, Daphne?
Some weird kids you babysit.
Yeah.
Those weird kids are...
So are you guys sure that you can get us all the way down to that trench?
Plug in his ears.
That's when the others will take moving.
Oh.
How can we see anything if we can't see anything? Oh, okay, like that's better.
Go no further.
What the hell? Floating head. Why? How convenient they have a gigantic submarine, you know what I'm saying?
I'm Scooby. No, he's Scooby.
He's Scooby.
But then, who am I? Old Scooby. What?
Old Scooby. Oh, that's negative.
Always thought you two made a great couple.
That was all in the past.
The heart wants what the heart wants.
Heart wants.
Don't remember that too late.
We're just entering the Midnight Zone.
That's where we're so
The Midnight
deep.
Zone. Title. Roll credits.
Are we clear?
Listen, you little...
Okay, guys.
Friends with the Curse, you little fucks. Kraken. Confirmed. Kraken's confirmed.
Some say the missionary's disappearance was the beginning of the curse of Crystal Cove.
Like robots and curses?
My mystery sense is totally tingling.
Mystery
We gotta
sense.
take a closer look at that town right now.
Be careful. This is crazy.
Look at all those holes.
Like, it's a shame they finished dinner. Pickle
Oh my God, really? Oh Jesus. I don't know what the fuck's going on. This is so weird, but yeah. Really, they're that strong? Damn. Just keeps on destroying shit. Oh, the edge, yeah. Oh! Now they're locked in there. Oh! Okay, now you gotta figure a way out of this.
What do we do?
Yeah, how do we get out of this?
Let's see. Looks like an early version of the Heinrich Aqua Box.
Where's Fred?
He's getting the valve, hopefully. Yeah.
Fred 1, Trap 0.
Fred, you're all right. Are you going to be okay here alone? Sure.
Sure.
Dad's once left us alone on a reef for 2 weeks.
Reminding for something.
Yeah, what the hell? I really need an explanation. Oh, the creation of them. I didn't know what the hell's going on here.
See us more forgiving than my robots.
Even incomplete ones are chasing them. Jesus.
What the?
Baby robots?
Go. Baby robots are still robots. They're just cuter.
Oh, Jesus.
There she is.
Oh.
Did that thing
Peru?
whisper? I heard it too.
Yeah.
It sounded like...
Nibiru, mystery-solving game
Oh.
formed by Burlington in the 1880s. And when I got back from the Burlington, this has all happened before.
Exactly right, Mystery Incorporated.
Professor Pericles.
I should have known he was doing it. Yeah.
I met Frau Gluck in Bavaria in the 1930s.
What?
I finally found his lab and continued the Frau's work.
Holy
building
shit,
a legion of
what?
the Kriegsstaffer bots to retrieve the pieces for me. So that I have everything I need, I can dispose of this place and all of you at the same time.
Holy shit. Sweet. Oh, this is bad. This is bad.
Roby, stop!
Oh, shit.
Is if someone stays behind and keeps the doors open.
I'll be right behind you.
She's not gonna make it. Oh my God, no, don't kill Cassidy. Come on.
You were talking about you and Mr. E. You loved him once, didn't you?
What E and I had, we lost a long time ago.
Dude, are they really about to do this? No. No.
I
She
guess
saved us.
maybe we were wrong about Cassidy.
You guys told me to remember this name. I'm gonna play this again. Nibiru. Hey, that has been spoken before, and now it's been said again by this dead body, by the way. But then Velma goes into who this actually was. Let me get this
Her
right.
name was Frau Abigail Gluck. She was part
Yeah.
of the Benevolent Lodge of Mystery, the mystery-solving gang formed by Burlington in the 1880s.
1880s. So she was a part of that group with Mr. Peaches, the orangutan or whatever. I think it's what they call the orangutan monkeys. But we had saw this group last week in regards to, like, this is the owner of the mansion or whatever, and they're showing a picture. Of course, I don't have picture. Sorry, OBS is here. But I wanted to play it because Nibiru was mentioned again. This woman was the one who built this underground facility within the portion of what looks like Crystal, like whatever the portion of Crystal Cove that has sunk under the water, and she's the one who originally built this like underwater like location with these robots to search for a piece of the disc, because of course I was like thinking it's probably, I'm thinking maybe Mr. E or Professor Pericles is behind these robots that are active right now, and I was right, it was Professor Pericles. Mr. E, they didn't, like, there was no specific reveal in terms of he was behind it as well, but I'm assuming he is behind it, or at least since he's working with Professor Pericles, I'm assuming Mr. E is behind this as well, at least kind of working alongside, knowing what he's doing. But Professor Pericles reveals he met her, the woman who built this underground facility, the woman that Velma's kind of, you know, going off of who she is. She built this facility. He met her. So somebody a part of another Mystery Incorporated met Professor Pericles before he became part of the Mystery Inc. before Mystery Inc. now. So, like, holy shit, he's been... There's a lot of layers here. Like what, let's see, when did... I'm pretty sure Professor Pericles, when he met her... yeah, here.
I met Frau Gluck in Bavaria in the 1930s.
In the 1930s. He met her in 1930s, and this is before, of course, the cut, so this is way before any of that went down. How old is he? How old is fucking Professor Pericles? How old is he? Jesus. But she's clearly older. She has white hair now, gray hair in this shot here of them riding together on this motorcycle. So Professor Pericles had, I guess, known about these disc pieces for a long time or something, because him wanting to betray... I mean, I'm guessing because he met her in the 1930s. I'm guessing that's the connection, because he's the one who betrayed his team, you know, the Mystery Inc. before Mystery Inc. now. So I'm assuming since he met her and knew about this underground facility and was working on it again and continuing with the robots, he must know about the disc pieces back then too. That's my guess. Like, why the fuck would he have met her, and why would that be? Why would there be a connection like that? So I'm thinking he's known about this shit for a while, and he's fucking old. I don't know how old, but he's old or something. I don't know. So with all that, there's some interesting stuff going on here, and then the thing sinking. And I don't believe Cassidy's dead, but I also will not be surprised if they actually did kill her off, because this show has proven it is dark and that it's not afraid to go that route. Because literally we had that guy in season 1, I forget his name, but he was basically Mr. E's like spokes guy. Essentially, he would go around like just telling, he would like run into Mystery Inc. or tell them what, like, whatever needs to be told that Mystery E tells them to tell them. And we haven't seen him since, and you guys were commenting saying, like, well, you know, like, it's not really, it's a spoiler, whatever, but ultimately it's like, he's dead. Like, Professor Pericles killed him. Like, he's no longer, he's done. So, I'm going to go on the limb and say I don't think Cassidy's dead. If she is dead by the end of the show and she still hasn't appeared, then I will say, well, I guess she was truly killed off. I just don't believe it, because she's an important piece to the puzzle. Because she's the one who is finally turning on this whole mindset of the disc pieces, because literally Fred's parents are only back because of it. Professor Pericles his whole purpose was to fucking, you know, get pieces of disc, and he found another piece of disc, and Mr. E is now working with Professor Pericles because he wants to find this treasure too. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot. I think the episode overall was definitely crazy in terms of the opening scene where Cassie's being attacked by another robot. She doesn't seem that too phased, because she says later on, yeah, I've been attacked by 6 robots now. So this is old hat to her at this point. But the sheriff showing up with the mayor once again, they're always riding together in a car. You would think that they wouldn't always be together, but since there are a couple, clearly they're together. That's the explanation. It's also a funny little gag as well that they're always together. I think it's just a funny visual gag as well. But it's like, at case closed, you know, hey, we have a new pool because there's water underneath where the building was, and who cares about the radio station? Because she was about to reveal some shit. She's like, give me time, I'll reveal. She's like, no, Cassie, reveal it now. Don't say, just give me time, I'll reveal everything I know. No, you need to say it now. So it seems, on top of all that, Cassidy was in love with Mr. E at one point, it seems, because she was talking to Daphne about not letting, you know, her feelings get too far away about Fred and everything, because it was at one point they were together, now they're not. So yeah, I just don't believe Cassidy's dead. Don't believe it. So the two kids that Daphne babysits, and there's Scooby the seal. Well, I think it's not a walrus, it's a seal. But it's so funny to me because these kids are like screaming, and Fred at one point has to cover his ears as he's trying to talk to them because he's like, they're gonna scream in my ear. Because, oh, we got water heads. Is that better? No, you're still screaming. But they have a gigantic submarine called Moby Dick, and it literally is the color of Moby Dick, the white, it has eyes on it. And then on top of that, when they go underwater, they run into a gigantic squid. Now, traditionally, in a Scooby-Doo animated show, we have things that are easily explained, and it's clear as day how the people did what they did in terms of the abilities of the creatures or the monsters. But a kraken, that's what it is. A gigantic squid of that magnitude would literally change the world. If that, I mean, look, there's been sightings of kraken and gigantic squid within our oceans in real life on Earth here, but there's not been definitive proof. That was definitive proof. There's a kraken, there's a gigantic squid living in Crystal Cove off the shores of their home, and that would fundamentally change our perception of what's in the ocean, I would think. But in the grand scheme of things, it was just a funny little bit. Oh, giant squid! And it's fine. Electricity. It goes away. I don't know. Just an interesting little moment. But those kids were definitely interesting. They should not be allowed outside after their curfew, but whatever. They're piloting a gigantic submarine. I guess it doesn't matter. Whatever. I thought the robots were kind of jarring. Like, why are they like World War II, like old looking? Like why was that specifically the design of them? But it makes sense because literally that base was built shortly after 1930s when Professor Pericles met her. So when she built the facility and building the robots, it was around that era, I'm guessing. So that's why they look the way they do, and that's why they're still being active, because they're still, the parts are still there, and there's a lot of them, and they're all looking for the plant. They're all looking for the disc piece. I noticed Planet Spirit or what Planet Spirit. That word just baffles me. My brain just doesn't function. So I'm saying disc pieces. You know what I'm talking about. Apologies for not saying that word. Planet Spirit disc or whatever. Sorry. It's just easier to say disc pieces. It's easier to say that. So yeah, Professor Pericles being behind it makes sense. Pericles is behind it. Makes sense. And he's an ass. He wants to kill Cassidy. He wants to kill everybody. He doesn't care. All he cares about that damn treasure. So overall, this was definitely a pretty crazy episode in terms of reveals, and the Nibiru, the name of that being dropped again, and Professor Pericles meeting this woman who built this the station, and everything being sunk even lower. I don't think Cassidy's dead. Oh, I also forgot the little moment where there's robot babies in a nursery. That was weird as hell, but man, whatever. That was a weird little moment. But yeah, I had a great time watching the episode. You guys were right. This was a crazy episode for sure, and I can't wait to see what happens next. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for supporting the videos and supporting this journey of Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.